What's up, guys? If this is your first time trying to learn how to play the major or the minor scale, there are two rules you should follow, okay? And they're very, very simple. So the first rule is that you will never start the major scale or the minor scale by doing a half step like this. That'll never happen. So the first thing you can memorize right off the bat is that whether it's a major scale or a minor scale, you will be starting from your root note and going up a whole step. So a whole step is up 2 frets, and a half step is up 1 fret, okay? Same thing with going downwards. But anyways, so if you're playing the major scale or minor scale, you know you will be starting with a whole step from your root note. So if I'm playing with a backing track in G major or G minor, it doesn't matter. The first step is from here to here, okay? Now, let's talk about what comes next. If it's a major scale, you're going to be adding another whole step, okay? Usually when you think of a song that's in major, you think it's more on the side of happy, okay? So I call whole steps happy steps. So that means you're playing the major scale, you're going to go a whole step, and one more whole step. Okay? If you're playing a minor scale, which is more on the sad side or dark side, right? You're not going to be using 2 whole steps. It's going to be 1 whole step and 1 half step. I call that a sad step. Right? So you got happy steps, you got sad steps. So, like I said, it's major or minor. Either way, you're going up a whole step to start, okay? Then, if you're on a major scale, you have another whole step. So major, minor, so the first rule was that you will never start with a half step, okay? Not on the major scale and not on the minor scale. There are other scales in music that do, have half steps in them at the beginning, or at least close to the beginning. But we're not going to be talking about that right now. The second rule you should know is that you're never going to have multiple half steps in a row, okay? So like if I'm playing the major scale and I've gone up and up, the next thing is going to be a half step, right? So when I hit this half step up here, I know for a fact there is not going to be another half step right here. There is none of that in the major scale, okay? So now, you know if you're playing the major scale, you have 2 whole steps, 1 half step, and there's no possible way you can have another half step right next to it. So that means it's another whole step. So now you already know for your whole steps and half steps of the major scale. You know the pattern, you know the order at least in the first portion, which that's pretty much like half or more than half of the major scale. If you're on the minor scale, the same rule applies, okay? So when I go here and I play my half step, I know for a fact there is not another half step right here, okay? So I go up a whole step, right? So now you can memorize with both the major scale and minor scale the basic idea of how they're going to look. So I hope that helps you a little bit if you are a beginner trying to learn the major and minor scale. If you have any questions for me, leave those questions in the comment section, and make sure to subscribe, okay, and hit the notification bell because more videos will be coming out soon, and I will see you later.